So, yeah, congratulations. I watched your first, I guess, live or whatever video. Not because I never wanted to, it's just because I have such little time to dedicate to being on YouTube that I gotta pick and choose, what I got time to watch. And, I know Crack Squad just finds that hard to believe because they live on the internet, but I'm one of them kind of people. I'm up at 4:30 and I don't come back in the house till 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then, I got about an hour and a half to digest what I want to digest and do it all over again. So, my time's spread thin on the internet. It's just that simple. It just is. And I'm not one to sit in the house all day. I just can't do it. But anyway, heard what you said here. Good points. And I will say, you took some shit for just being on the side of what was right. That's the crux of this, that a lot of people, you see, because there's 5 of these Crack Squad heads that are constantly making noise, they've sort of steered people away from reality into their false narrative, right? That I'm some bully bullying them. And I'm going to remind you, Wade Deaver made 40-some videos before I even knew he existed on this earth, slandering me, and had went outside of YouTube back 20-some years on my Facebook until he found some drunk ex that would leap at the chance to let somebody listen to her yak about me. And then she was encouraged to go on Power Strokes' dad's and his, Power Strokes himself. They both, the dad replayed it and Power Stroke had it. Let her come on there and just tell astronomical amounts of lies, non-stop, unchallenged, as drunk as anybody could be. And she is the one that put this bullshit charge from 25 years ago out there that was no one's business to begin with. So when you say, oh, you lied to your audience, no, I didn't. Absolutely did not. That's not something I chose to put out there. And secondly, I don't have to respond to people making wild accusations at me. That's not an admission of guilt. I'm not giving them See, one of the problems I see a lot of people make, when you respond to this bullshit, you just give them a bigger voice, because now their bullshit's on your channel and their channel. I'm not giving these guys any more platform. But New Buck has went so far over the line outside of YouTube, a person I have never spoken to a day in my life. He literally contacted my neighbors. And I'm not going to say who, because I don't want them trying to cover evidence. But there were several people encouraging that people call and make false reports to Social Security. I've got an adopted son that's 11 years old that gets SSDI, and I am the payee for him. The check comes in my name. And then trying to claim that that's somehow attached to my temporary disability that you get by default when you are working and you land yourself in the hospital for a long period of time. It's by default, you get temporary disability. But that goes away when you get out of the hospital and go back to work. You no longer get it. Right? I would take no shame in taking the long-term or short-term disability that I paid for. I'm the primary breadwinner. Bill's got to get paid somehow. I know Crack Squad lives in a delusion that my wife's $29,000 a year job somehow pays for everything. But again, none of that is even any of their business. What business do they have going outside of YouTube doing that shit? And we all know it's an attempt to avenge Ryan Upchurch, who did some pretty shitty stuff to some very innocent people. There are still videos and channels today repeating the slander he invented about Xana May and Ichabod Mel and Kylie Ross and all of them. There are actually channels dedicated to just repeating that conspiracy theory. So I don't want there to be any confusion here, okay? This is not a threat. This is a fact of life that will happen. If they mention one thing about my life outside of YouTube, I don't care if they do a reaction video to one of my videos. I don't care if they talk about a video I posted on YouTube. But what I'm not going to put up with anymore after a year is them going outside of YouTube into real life, into my personal business, anyone's personal business, for that matter. That's a pattern with these people. And it's wrong. Rich Newbuck can't justify even saying a negative word about me. I've never spoken to the guy. And Rusty fucking Truck Liar Channel can make up all the stories he wants saying I came after his kid. That's not the case. I made a very respectful video. That video is still up saying, hey, man, we got a lot in common. You seem like a cool dude. Why are you guys slandering all these people on Upchurch's channel? You're likely to get sued. That was the video I made that he justified doing what he done. And in the live chat on his live stream, they were posting my birth date, the last four of my social security number, address, telephone number, all of it. He went to my business, slandered my business, encouraged his fucking subscribers to go leave negative reviews. And he's another one. I've never done anything to him. So, I mean, you kind of gave some context, but you didn't. And it's this simple, and I goddamn mean what I say. They're free to react to a video I post. They're free to talk about anything in a video. I don't care. But if I hear them say one syllable about anything about my personal life outside of a YouTube video, that site's going live and it's never coming down, and I goddamn well mean it. It ain't a threat. It's just I'm giving them fair warning in much the same way Israel gives Hamas a fair warning. Clear the area. We're fixing to fire back. After you've lobbed rockets at us randomly for months, killed a bunch of our people, clear the area, we're fixing to fire back. They have earned this. They have called me the P word so many times it ain't funny. All of them. Clear back, even when I was participating in the picking on Johnny Gobble, when they called him the P word, and that video, by the way, is still up, I said, hey, you guys can't put that on him. That's a terrible thing to say about somebody. Uncle Will made 3 videos saying I was a registered child sex offender. Claiming all I ever did was promote his channel. Bullshit. Go look at his channel. He's done anything but simp for Ryan Upchurch. And the sad part of it is, it would be one thing if I was just dragging on Ryan for no reason, but they all know what Ryan did was horribly wrong. He changed those people's lives forever in a negative way. Those videos are never going away for those people. There will always be videos out there claiming Xaname's stolen valor, claiming she's a trafficker, claiming she paddled over the body. Those videos are always going to be there, and Ryan Upchurch caused that. Callie Ross has yet to be able to reinstate any of her social media. A 16-year-old girl who can't even use her real name in her social media anymore because of Ryan Upchurch and Power Stroke. So, you understand that's the analogy, okay? In much the same way, Israel gives them a chance to clear the area so they don't get hurt. I'm extending an olive branch to Power Stroke's stupid daddy. If you don't want to see your son have to defend his reputation for the rest of his fucking life, you get my fucking personal business out of your fucking mouth. And anybody that believes this fucking bullshit, doctored up goddamn paper. See, what you guys don't understand is I was actually arrested on that day. I was actually arrested there. There is a case. But it's the bullshit stuff they claim the fucking game warden said. It's all a bunch of fake AI doctored up fucking nonsense. Which is why it took them a year to cook it up. And I stand by that. Anybody believes such utter nonsense. But I don't want you saying threat. It's not a threat. It is a statement of fact that will happen if his father even mutters something about my life that I didn't post on YouTube myself. Same goes for Rich Newbuck and Wade Deaver. The rest of them I don't care. They ain't got enough people watching them that even matters. But you let that son of a bitch even mention me buying my wife flowers one day or something. If it ain't in a YouTube video, his son will be a registered sex offender as far as everybody in Northern Kentucky is concerned. And he'll have to defend himself against it. And I'm making that a solid promise right now. A promise. I've put up with their shit for a year. And when I see motherfuckers showing my adopted special needs son's SSDI benefits on the fucking internet, I'm done fucking with them. You understand? Done. And one of those lists can show up for Matthew Collins as well. He thinks he knows so much. That guy is the biggest fake, thin-ass blowhard on the internet. And look at him. He's a softy little sissy bitch. Looks like a little kid. So just listen, man. I love you, brother. I know you took a lot of heat for doing the right thing, but always remember you did do the right thing. You sided on the side of right. These dirtbags that go out here and go outside of YouTube and attempt to smear people that are willing to speak the truth about what their cult leader did, they need to finally have some shit done to them. I'd hate to see Wade Deaver succumb to his illness, and then there'll be a registry out there with his name on it. But I'm done messing with them. They're done going outside of YouTube, messing in my personal life. They're done. I didn't do anything to a single one of them. Not a single one of them can say I did anything to them until they forced me to finally respond. I put up with Wade Deaver for 6 months before I finally responded in kind. When Rusty Truck let the drunk X come, or Power Stroke let the drunk X come on there and slander me, I took the high road. Until I found out she's over on New Buck's channel still at it. Well, now she's going to get her own. The truth. The actual truth. That she's an alcoholic and impossible to live with. For anyone, not just me. Nobody can live with her. It's been 25 years she hadn't had one long-term relationship with anyone. So she's a fucking drunk. And it's just a chaotic hot mess. But anyway, appreciate it, dude. But, let's keep it real.